Alright everyone, it's time to rock and roll. It is time for more colony survival. Last couple of episodes we had multiple disasters going on, all pretty much at the same time. So we need to make sure that we're not going to end up with a similar problem. So I'm going to start digging this one out. Just one additional block. I'm going to take you out so we can get out. And now we just need to dig this all the way through to make sure that we're going to have a consistent trench here when they finish the building project. Alright, there we go. So we found the end here. That's going to be until here. I dug it a little bit down to make sure that we know where the end is going to be. And then we're just going to go in here and let's dig it out. Just to make sure that we are going to be safe and sound. There we go. That's the trench. This is where it ends. Let's quickly double check. Yep, so that's the last part that they will dig out. And this is going to be our safe exit for once we are done. Alright, that's going to be 1-2 blocks and they're going to still be digging out this level, so then we're going to be fine. Alright, so that is problem number 1 solved. The other thing is, when we're looking in here, we're looking quite stable. 1,000 arrows, 1,700 of the crossbow bolts, so we're looking quite okay. But if we're looking down here, we can see that we're consistently running out of copper ingots. Not of copper ore, but of copper ingots, which means I need more furnaces up and running. But we don't really have the space now to put them. So let's go over here. Get ourselves another builder area. There we go. Nice builder area. We'll take the fancy wood flooring and we'll put you in from here and we'll just, I think, drag it for the majority of it. Let's have a look. Let's pull it until here for now. So right there, that's exactly lined up with that. Looking good. Then we've got 4 people who are without a job. So that is 1, 2, 3, and let's put you there. Then we need 3 crates. And that will get this nicely up and building. Then once those guys are done with digging this out, which they might actually still finish today, although it is 6 p.m. already, let us quickly hop through here. We'll take the crates out of the way and we'll need some mud bricks so we can fix this in. There. We want to set ourselves another builder area, but this one's going to be a little bit different one. So we're going to go for construction builder and we want to take the mud bricks. Now, we have a walkway of 3 blocks wide all the way around, except for this side and that. Okay, so half of it has a walkway of 3 blocks wide around, and we will be setting the same for here as well. Quickly hop on over here, and then we need it 1, 2, 3 wide, plus the wall. So just quickly lean in here until there. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And we'll give you guys a couple of rates again. We'll just need to pick them up out of our inventory. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. So once either of those diggers projects is done, or potentially the builders project, whichever one is done first, because these guys are already making quite a good leeway with it, which is nice to see. Okay, so when that is done, then what is the next thing that we want? I think I'm first going to go and set out the crates and the furnaces. Once that part is done, then we can decide where we're going to have to wall it off. Because I think we're going to end up with a walkway right about here, which would make sense if it is exactly the middle, but we'll count that out in the middle. We'll count that out in a minute when all this is starting to be built. Alright, so we're in the night with nearly 2,000 crossbow bolts and 1,000 iron arrows. We're looking quite well. Here, our traps, they're all nice and set, and we do have a couple of additional traps, and there's some more that we want to make some progress with, but so far, these guys seem to be holding the fort pretty decently. Then again, that doesn't tell us anything because we've seen it in the last episode where we went from holding the fort really decently until an absolute disaster in no time. I've measured it out. This is going to be the walkway of 2 blocks all the way through until there. Then we've got 1 room on this side and another one on this side that, like we did on this side as well, we could potentially divide because either we're going to get 1 big room like we have here, or we can have multiple sections like we have in here. Here it's only 2, but we could potentially turn it into 3 or 4 or 5 or 15 if we want, although 15 is going to get really, really tight. Alright, and down here we have our stonemasons who think that they're done, which is cute. How about you guys start making me 50 of these? 300 stone bricks we already have, so we can up that to 500. The furnaces are the ones who need to make the bricks for the Iron Age. White cobble, nah. Brown cobblestone, potentially. I didn't really look at that one yet, so we might as well quickly have a peek. What do you look like? Are you nice? It's okay, but I still, by far, my favorite is this one. It just looks clean. It looks... Yeah, it looks nice. This one is by far my favorite brick at the moment. Then again, we didn't put any actual brickwork down yet. The red bricks or the light bricks. Let's have a look how they look. Do we have some of those? We do not. We do not. All right, that is a different problem. So we can get you guys to do that, but you don't really have any space in your work list either. All right, let's quickly hop on over to this site because this is where we eventually would want it. So we're going to get a wall here. Then we have workstation here, empty space, and this is where the crates are going to go. Now, hopefully that is exactly in front of here, which it is. Perfect. So we can just start lining all of this up already. Beautiful. Yep, that looks good. All right, then I want some of the dark cobble, the black cobble, absolutely. And we want you up here or potentially here. No, I think it is these ones. I think it is those ones that are going to make sense. Now, it doesn't make sense right now, but I've looked it up. I've checked it out. It does make sense once we are done with the next stage, which is here. Get yourself the furnaces. Grass out of the way. That's what I used for measuring it out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I don't think we can chuck another block. We could. All right. Now, the question is, can they work with it if they're like this? Could they work with them like this? Let's have a look if that guy can actually do his job. So, I'm not sure if he can do his job. Because he figured out, you know what? I also need food in between. Now, if that is the case, then we need a different type of block. Let's get you. So we're supposed to be having 80 and 80. Let's get you up to 300 and 300 because we're going to need them anyways. And we could even put it up higher, 600, 600. Sure thing. But that means that we should have some, right? Or, I mean, technically they're non-stop busy with all the copper ingots as well. All right, so you have high crafting priority. Let's go for 1,000 copper on group number 3. But we put you down, you down, you down. There we go. So now, first we're going to be making us 400 and 400 bricks. That makes sense. Let's get you onto group number 3. You can do your work here. That is good. That's the way that we like to see it. Now we have 2 people left unemployed, which is good. Okay, all of those ones are now onto the new group. I can pick these black cobblestone up again because I do like the looks of it. Now, I think I need to go and run around, pick up the other furnaces. And see what group you're on. So you're on group 1. You're on group 1. You also on group 1. So that is 3 into group 1. Quickly hop on over to the other side, put them down again. So those guys can just continue working. 1, 2, and 3. And you're all back on group 1. Okay, so those 3 guys can hop on over there. They can continue doing whatever they were doing. You guys are complaining that you don't have any brass. Or bronze. Bronze, brass. Which one of the ones have we unlocked? Bronze. We have unlocked bronze, not brass. Okay, then you are on group number 1. Number 1. Also on number 1. And also on number 1. So that is 4 of them on number 1. Is everybody on number 1? It looks like. Alright, so maybe we want to divide that a little bit better. Get a couple of them dedicated to only copper. And then a couple of them who do either copper or bronze. 4, 5. Then on this side, 1, 2, and 3. That is filling up all of them. Alright, so you go to group number 5. Set all to 0. And you only do copper ingots. As do you. As do you. That's the 3 of you. Okay, let's do 4 of you. All of you. Perfect. Then you go to group number 4. Let's set all of that to 0. Let you focus on 750 copper ingots. And after that, you can do the infinite of bronze ingots. And yeah, you can also do infinite gold ingots. That is fine. So you are on group number 4. Let's get you on number 4. I think like this, we should be able to, okay, balance it out. Now let's have a quick look. How are we looking? Now we have some bricks. We do. We have bricks and we have light bricks. Let's get the mud bricks out of the way. You are the light bricks and you are the bricks. And then also we still have our regular cobblestone. Let's get you as well, just to have a look which one makes more sense. I think I like the looks of the light bricks most. It's just giving it that little bit of a chimney idea, right? I mean, then again, we're working with square blocks, so it kind of is what it is. All right, let's get you guys in. There, that is all sorted. Let's get the light bricks on top. There, just like that. So then we now have a furnace room, and hopefully that should sort out our problem with the copper ingots. We only have 7. We've got 4,000 copper ore, so that is looking pretty decent. All right, let's get all of this back into our regular inventory. Let's grab ourselves our mud bricks, these ones, and let's start building this up. All right, there we go. So now we have ourselves a nice furnace room, and we still need to finish closing this one up, of course, because we had to keep that open for the builders to put in the flooring. Now, this one, of course, we can completely plug up. Now, we could put an additional one here, but the guy would need to walk. Same for that side. Let's have a look. If we have them, we put them. If not, then we don't. We do have them. All right, one here and one more there, which also means I need one more of the black. Well, 2 more. 2 more of you and 2 more of you. Let's put them in the right places. There and there. And then the light bricks go on top. There. Yeah, this looks nice. I like this. Good. And now we quickly cornered off an additional room. Already got the blocks inside here. And what are we going to be doing with this one? I think we're going to move our wood choppers there, the splitting stumps, all into their own dedicated room as well. 3 and 4. Now, we are now running low on manpower once again, but we still have these ones that we can take out. So let's get all of our splitting stumps. And I don't know if we have any of them left down here. No, we do not. We've got the potters, the tanners, the tinkerers, the tailors, and the masonry down here. And we've got some tailors up here, the engineers up here, and then we have the anvils up there. But that's pretty much it. So we're not doing too bad. Let's get you in 2, 3. And let's get you guys over on this side, please. There we go. So we do need still a couple more. How are you guys looking? So we do have a group 5, which is set for solely blanks, but I think I'm going to need more. So let's get you up to 1,200. Both groups, that is fine. 900 of these, that is also fine. And 1,200 of the wood flooring. Keep it up. And 1,500 firewood. I think this side can entirely go onto group number 5. There we go. Now, what we do need to do is we need to get ourselves, and we'll do that right out here, I think. And we need to get ourselves a grocery store and a tool shop, because otherwise they're going to be walking all the way to Timbuktu and back in order to get themselves some food and some tools. There we go. So now they've got that closer by, which is going to be good. Hopefully they already use it. Looks like, all right. Good. You guys go ahead and start doing your job there. We do need to hire some more people, but do we have enough beds? We do. So let's just get those guys in. The anvils are not able to do anything at the moment because they don't have the resources anyways. Let's pick up all of the crates. Let's get this area nice and clean. I think the next thing that we would want is for the engineers. Now, you need bronze ingots, copper ingots. That is basically everything that you're lacking. So I'm going to take you guys out as well. Turn all of you back to being just regular civilians. And then we will set out an additional room here. And then let's have a look. How much do we still have? Because this is where the next one would go. Now, if the wall would go here, it would be perfect, but it doesn't. So it is not going to be entirely perfect. But, well, that is what it is now, isn't it? unless I do the same as I did on the other side, because I think this might actually work. It is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Then we have another 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. See, like this, it perfectly works out. So then we'll just not have the additional wall in between. We'll just get these guys to line up just like this. And then we'll have a double workforce row in here. Although we do need to keep the door open. Don't know why. All right, so you're done. What do we want to put in here, though? I think we're going to start off with getting our... There, engineer's benches. Wow, that took a bit of time to find. 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is good. Now, what are you guys going to be making? Copper traps, copper. Yeah, we are still very much shy on all the copper ingots. What are you guys working on? All right, so it is basically because they're trying to stock up on these. It's going to take us a day or two. How we're looking ammo-wise, because that's basically our guideline. So 1,900 and 1,000. So ammo-wise, we're fine. They can still play around a little bit with making us the additional bricks. Let's go in here. We should have some extra splitting stumps. There, and that is the splitting stump room completely filled up. And you guys are busy making us planks and firewood and all the other good stuff. So you guys don't really have anything to do. I would like to get 10 dropper traps. Projectile traps, make me 10 of those as well. We need more of those. And I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, you guys are just non-stop complaining because you don't have any copper or bronze ingots, which is fair enough. All right, pick up these crates again. So then the next line is going to be the tailors. Let's get the tailors with their nose against the other side wall. Do we still have a few? We only have 2 left. So let's get those 2 guys out there. Then we'll go in here, pick up these 2. And that is the top floor cleared. And we also have 4 of them out here. There we go. Let's take those ones out. There we go. And up here, in, out and about. And let's get you guys nice and lined up right here. Perfect. Okay, so we still have the other side as well that's going to be coming in as a construction and workforce floor. So we're going to be fine with all the space that we have. Now, I think it is time that we're going to go, and I want to see that we unlock everything we need for the Iron Age. So we're already working on everything, but first I want to get the ropes done, for which we just need some more colony points. Let's quickly hop on down here, through here on the right side. That's where we have our merchant hub. And we still have an outpost banner, which is good, but let's first sell all of what we have of you, because you don't serve any other purpose. And then let's also sell a bit of that. There we go, 3,000 colony points, always a good thing. All right, so let's go science. Complete the ropes. So now we have hemp fiber, the roper's bench, which you guys will be making soon, I hope. So we can get those guys up there as well. So we have all of them nicely lined up. Tailors on one side, ropers on the other side. Not sure what we're going to need the rope for. Let's have a look. Hemp fiber. Yeah, it's made at the tailor's workshop. They're already making it. Okay, but what do we need the hemp fiber for? I'm not sure. Right, and all of our builders projects have been completed as well. There we go. Let's pick up the crates from here. So here now, at least we got ourselves the safe zone. Yes, it is all nice and safe. There's only one clown that spawned here. Oh no, there's a few of them. Oof. There we go. That is you. They don't really have much that they can do except for walk all the way around to the other side, because they cannot get in here, and we would like to keep it that way. All right. Yeah, those guys can just walk where they need to go. We're going to be plugging up this hole again, just to make sure that the wall remains nice and safe. Perfect. So now we've got a walkway above us. And this area is nearly clear. You know what? Let's just pick up the potterers for now. And also bring the stonemasons, because I think that is going to be the majority of what we will fit up in our current room. And for the others, we're going to need the next. Let's have a look. We get rid of you and you and you and you and you. Yeah, all of that nice, clean and empty. Then we want from here stonemasons and the potterers. Potterers. Where are you? Harry, where's your family? Here. Well, arguably that was the incorrect answer to that, but 8 and 8. That leaves me 1 and 1. That is okay. You guys can go back in there. Okay, for this you need bricks. So let's do just 20 and 20. Yeah, we have all of that. We've got all of this. This one we have. I don't even know which groups did we have. Okay, so we just had group number 1. All right, so those ones on 500. That is good. That on 2075. I think we're good there. And then let's get 20 of you as well. And 20 of you. All of you on the same. That is perfect. Then for you guys, we had different groups set. So you were focusing on 200. Let's make that 500 empty pots. Clay tablets 140. And you guys were just focused on... Actually, I think group number 1 makes the most sense. But we're just going to up this a little bit to 750. And let's do 80 clay tablets. And after that, you can turn it into earthenware. Yes, that is good. How are we actually doing with our potted water? Because I think that we were running out consistently. Yeah, we got quite a few empty pots, but the actual water pots, we don't have that many. Might need to have a quick peek over here on that sign as well, because I don't think we have the roper's bench yet. I don't think so, because we unlocked it just before nightfall, right? No, we actually do have them, 2 of them. But I did use the space up on this side now, didn't I? I did for the pottery. I only have 2 at the moment, so we'll just quickly put them down here. And you make 100. Don't know what else you're going to be making eventually, but I also think then that the 2 of them are going to be just fine. I don't need more engineers benches either, because I've got 5. Eventually we might need them for additional traps, ammo and all that, but for right now I think we're doing fine. Now let's quickly grab ourselves a couple of cooked fish. Eat away on that, so our health is all the way back up and fine. Then we're going to get construction builder area. Going to go for the fancy wood flooring again, and we shall just walk around to the other side. Okay, just make it easier on yourself, because you can just plop it right on here. There you go. And now we need a couple of people to work that. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Sure thing. Get a 5 crates. We got hundreds of them. There we go, all of that there. Now recruit to fill all the jobs. There we go, all of that nice and done. Good. Now I think, yeah, this wall is the correct wall. This one is not. So this is going to have to go. The problem is I need to house all of these people somewhere else. And with somewhere else, that means down here. Hence why I needed this space empty. So let's get ourselves another digger area. From here, and take it all out. Take the building out. That is fine. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be interesting because they are going to be removing the job blocks for these clowns. Right, let's have a look. What do we still have in here? The tanners who are complaining because they don't have anything to do anyway. So all of you go and you do the digging work. And you guys are making potter stations and slingshot ammo, which is okay, useful, but not the most amazing. So how about you go back here once where it all started, basically. Out here with just a crate. See, good old memories. All right, and then the next thing that we need to do is we need to expand this again. We can do that by hand. That's not going to take us too much time, because we did accidentally dig out all of this as well, which we shouldn't have, because we just put the walkway in. Right, there we go. That is you. Now, I also did set up the central walkway already, so this is going to be exactly towards the flagpole, because eventually, once we start utilizing the area on the outside there, I do want to have an entrance like we have on the side there as well. Okay, so then the next thing that we want to do is we want to get ourselves another builder area. We're going to go again for the mud bricks, although I would really like to start using something else like the dark bricks, but this is what we're building a castle out of. We might eventually replace it, but I would go from the outer walls onwards. 4 and 5, 6, why not? We've got the people. Might as well put them to use. And then let's get ourselves some crates out there, so these guys don't have to walk until I don't know where. Alright, the other thing that we're then going to do is I need to get some beds out of here, because only when I have new beds I can start working on that area. Now I think we're going to take you out, because this is going to get closed as well, and we'll dig us an entrance right there for now. That's just temporary. Alright, so it's going to get a bed here, that one empty, and then 2 beds here, this one empty. Just to quickly measure it out. Look at that, I did that perfectly. I did that perfectly. Alright, beautiful. So the reason why I did this is because I need to get the replacement beds for the guys who are going to lose their bed any moment now. And that is because I will be digging out this area here to get all of it into one nice big space. And when we do that, we lose the beds that are currently there. So we go for digger area from this block. Hey, why was the block there? Because I knew I was going to need it. And the other one goes right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get a couple of crates in front. There we go. Okay, so I didn't expect them to still pull it out everything today, but it looks like they're well gonna manage. Now, we do have our entrance into our mines here. I need to have a look. How many of these guys do I have down here? Because I think it's only a handful, yeah. So we need to get... Well, stone, I think we have more than enough at the moment. Let's have a quick peek. Stone rubble, we've got 12,000, so we're okay. So I need to get 1, 2, 3 clay miners. And at the moment, I've got 3 copper here as well. So 3 clay, 3 copper. Clay, we have 8,000, so we're fine. We can take those ones for sure out. And then we just have the 3 coppers that we need to relocate to elsewhere. Okay, now I think I'm going to be able to... Well, let me put the beds down here first. So that is 1, 2. We'll do the same here. And let's just get this all nice and set up. So at least we have sufficient spare beds to take out all of the others. So that we cannot do. These ones we can remove now. There, and then let's have a look that we get these ones set up. Okay, I didn't want to have the large mass dormitories, but for now, I don't really have any alternative. I don't have any other beds left either. So I'm going to be taking this one. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so the mud brick goes in here. And then I do want to take this one out and put that in with a wood flooring just to make sure that all of it is nicely aligned. Alright, so I think I also found a solution to our problem here, which means I'm going to be making a door here. How we're going to line up that direction, I'm not sure yet. We might make this, again, a double like we have on the upper floors as well. But if we're going to go here, and I actually pull a wall all the way through here. Yes. Does that make sense? Not sure. Let me quickly check. We've got you. And here. So we need a wall here. Then we need a wall here. A wall there, which means this one needs to actually stay open. And this one's going to be a little bit of a larger dorm. But that is what it is, I suppose. Just in order to make it work. Yeah, so these guys are slightly less privacy, but we can pull the walls in like this. So they still have a little bit of privacy, so to say. Alright, so these guys not a whole lot, but we'll give you a tiny wall on either side. Look at that. See, just like that. So at least we've got a little bit compartmentalized sleeping ongoing here, and they cannot complain too much about their privacy, right? All right, we'll do the same thing on this side. Just put the 2 high walls on that side and one here on the top. There we go. So yeah, they are head to head next to each other, but that kind of is what it is. Then here we'll do the same again. So these guys, again, these ones have not the most privacy, but that is what it is. There we go. We take 2 and 2, and that should fill this area up nicely. So we've got a nice amount of beds in here now, and we can just do pretty much the same thing here. And then of course, there's only one thing that we need to do, and that is, yeah, turn all the beds around, because otherwise it's just going to be weird. And this one didn't even have beds yet. So this is then how it's going to look like. So they all have very small but semi-private areas to sleep in, and that is enough to satisfy my own need for not wanting the massive dormitories. All right, and then the end product looks like this. We've got a nice area to walk in through, and the same as on this side. And then all the other ones, they are just fully symmetrical, where we have torch, no torch, torch, no torch, and then beds either side. And even all the headrests are turned in the right direction, so that's all looking good. And we've got a number of these. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 people per wing. And that's on this side. I have not even checked out the other side yet. All right, so with the dorms on that side now actually pretty nicely set, I think it is time that we need to move our safe room. I have an idea for that as well. This also might need to move, because I think this corridor is completely going to disappear, because whatever we build on this side is what I want to have in here as well. So we're going to have nice symmetrical walkways going up and down, as well as having our dormitories all nice and symmetrical. All right, so the current measures are 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. I would like to be able to utilize both of the side walls as well, so we might make it a 6. So we need to dig out 6. Let's dig out 8 wide, and then how deep? How deep do we want it to be? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's dig it 12 deep, so we have space for the walls as well. So what we're going to be doing is exactly right here. So we've got the flag up there exactly in the middle. That's we're going to have our walkway going down, and then from here, this is where basically the entrance wall is going to be. Just as a little bit of an idea that we have a safe wall in there. Not really that it matters, but that's just purely aesthetics and for our own OCD. There we go, and then we want that on this side too. All right, now what did we say? We said we wanted to have it 4, 5, 6 wide. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, we're not going to have an exact middle, so we go one further in this direction. Okay, then now we need to get up and about. I think it is one further that we want. I do need to, though, quickly take you guys out. Yeah, because we want to dig it out until all the way there. Just making sure that we've got all of that nice and lined up. Okay, so construction job digger area. We want to dig out from you all the way until you. And you can do that by standing here and there. We'll give you a crate in the middle. That should appease all of you. There, just need to make sure that you can there move around and not bash your head here all the time. There we go. So that means you can now jump on top. You can stand here on the side. That gives you more than enough space. I actually need to remove that. Sorry about that. Because I need to do one more up. There, we tried again. Construction digger area. Can we reach from there? Yes, we can. Perfect. Until there. And we put the 2 construction jobs back. You guys are still here. There you go. Look at that. Now you can just continue as you were initially planning. All right, so we now have this massive furnace room going, but we're still out of copper non-stop, which means no copper means no bronze. No bronze means no tools and everything slowing down again. Plus, we didn't put the new anvils down, so that is still there as well. That we also need to get done. So let's grab ourselves our anvils. Yeah, we've got 9 of them. Let's start lining those guys up here on this side. We can get rid of you, and we'll quickly grab some of the mud bricks. And we'll just set you out all the way until here. Then we've got job block, empty, and this is where the crates are gonna go. Alright, now the rest of it we can line out as soon as we get to it, but let's first get all of these guys back out. You and you're the last one. And well, you're gonna have to do a little bit of walking, but that is what it is. Sorry about that. We've got food and we've got tools right over here, so let's get those guys to go back to work. And yeah, their main complaint is straight away that they don't have any copper. So I might need, just temporarily for now, there we go, let's recruit to fill all the jobs. Let's get additional furnaces up, because we still have more than enough copper ore. It is just those guys cannot churn through it. I mean, given some of them would actually be back to stone tools, because we have nearly no tools left. That is bad. That is bad. We really went a couple of steps back here because of a shortage of copper. All right, hopefully this is going to balance itself out relatively soon again. Those guys are working on the copper tools, which is okay. So that at least is going to bring in some additional copper ingots again. And then once that is done, we'll need to start working on getting ourselves more bronze. And once we've got more bronze, then we can work on that. Let's see that we get you. Let's get you on group number 4. Yeah, that is actually always gold. There we go. Let's get you on always bronze, and let's also get you on always bronze. Yep, that makes sense. So either gold or bronze. And let's actually prioritize the bronze. So you're on group 4. You're on group 4. Let's get you on group 4. Just so we've got 3 of them always trying to make bronze, because once we've got bronze, these guys will make bronze tools. Once we have bronze tools, production will speed up again. So that's going to be really, really good. Those guys are eating away. We've got 4,300 meals, so we're all laughing on that side. Any of you guys on tier 4, you are also all on 4. So let's get you back to 3. I may have made a boo-boo here. There, let's keep this all the way on that, and let's get these guys not on 4 then. Let's get you on 3, because apparently 3 was the unlimited bronze ingots. After 1,000 copper. We're never going to get to 1,000 copper. So, like this. There we go. So we've got these 3 on something else. Let's see how we're going to get that to work. Hopefully we're going to get ourselves a couple of bronze ingots. We have some copper ingots now, which is good. We've got loads and loads of gold, though. What am I going to do with all the gold? I don't know yet. Eventually we'll find something for it. Ah, these guys can actually walk up from here. That is good. Now, I was going to say I wanted to start demolishing these side of the towers, because we do have quite a few spare beds. But I think we're just going to start off on that side. Take it down. Get this courtyard area built. Well, it's not really a courtyard. And these guys are still working with the water in the basement. Need to figure out how I'm going to do that as well. Let's start with taking this tower down. And we shall do that, I think, just the old-fashioned way. All right, I think this one should cover it. So we'll take it from here. Construction digger area. We'll start off here. And then we have the problem that we need to go all the way down. I love no fall damage. There we go. Take you down. Should have taken the walkways with it, but we can do that the next time. There, let's get 5 of the guys working on that. There we go. Let's quickly check in on our entrance, because we've got 2,800 crossbow bolts, so we're laughing when it comes to the crossbow bolts. Arrows, we don't have too many. But so far, we're looking okay. It's not really like they've made it to here already. Those traps have not been triggered in quite some time, and that is a good thing. Yeah, just like that, our castle actually starts to look more and more like a proper castle. So I've built out a little bit on the other side as well. I've put in the roof, I've put in the walls. Now the challenge that we still have is that we have to walk the marathon now in order to get anywhere, but we'll find our way around eventually. So these blocks we can remove again. There we go. So it's only one room that we really finished off. Now these guys are all you're complaining because you don't have logs left. Maybe we're out of tempered logs. We are, and we're also starting to run quite fastly through all of our taiga logs, so we need a little bit more in that. These guys think that they're done. That's very, very cute. You guys make more of this, and then after that you can, I don't know, make some more white cobblestone, make more of the black, and I'm not sure. Let's make that 100, and you know what? You guys make 10,000 of these just to keep you guys busy. Plus, eventually we will want to probably replace the outer walls with that. You guys are complaining about copper. You guys are making rope. Loads and loads of pots coming in, but we're running out of flak. Didn't see that one coming. So I've added a couple of extra furnaces here. These guys are still complaining that they don't have any copper. How are we looking tools-wise, though? Are we going to have some tools? So we have some copper tools again. So that's definitely going to help out here. What are you guys using? I can't even tell. Bronze tools. So they're still using bronze tools. That is good. These guys, though, are probably on copper tools. Yep, these ones are on copper tools, which actually is not too bad either, considering that some of them were back on stone tools. Now, that guy is making bronze tools with copper tools. It's going to take him 90 seconds to make. And then we need more bronze ingots, but those guys are working as fast as they can. How we're looking here into our copper, we're finally starting to slink into our copper ore, so we need some more. But I also think that I'm going to need to outsource some of our copper ingot production. Let's get these guys going, because you guys are making the furnaces. Let's get me 20 of those. And I think I'm going to go and get one of our outposts to actually become a smeltery besides just a mine. But that's all going to be for our next episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. And of course, if you want to see more of colony survival, make sure to subscribe to the channel. In the next episode, we'll visit our outpost because we haven't been there today. But we did finish off a pretty cool looking section here of our castle. And I'm actually contemplating to add an additional layer on top again. So we'll go up to a 3rd level to just make that really look nice and majestic, you know. But we still have to put an additional outer wall. We can expand our territory again, which means we might want to redig our moats to get this moat actually to line up with this level, because after the next upgrade, not you, there, after the next upgrade, this banner safe zone is going to expand once more here where we're looking at. So that's 1,500 can do. Look at that. So now for the next one, we need 5,000 points, but then it's going to be right here. And then we can just dig this all the way through and look at the additional extra space that we get. So that's going to be really good. Now we still have the hidden moat underneath here. That's just for extra safekeeping in case we need it. Meals-wise, we're looking absolutely fine. Candles-wise, I think we have a few in stock as well now, which is good. So barley we have more than enough chicken. We're still lacking cabbage. All right, so we're lacking cabbage, but we got loads of chicken meals. We need more candles. So we still need more candles. Then we need more people who make the sacred meals. Although we're hopefully stacked up on all of our sacred points again. We didn't use them in this episode. I like to keep it that way. And then we also need to get these dormitories all sorted. All right, so cost 60k damage. Yeah, see, we got the full 500 out of 500 points. So the extra sacred meals don't really make a difference at the moment. We could unlock the sacred point storage, for which we need a bronze ingot, which we don't have because they're massively in short supply, and we need an additional 500 colony points. All right. What we can do, though, is we can upgrade our colony's capacity, because we are at a max right here, right now, but we don't really need that at the moment. So that's all for the next episode. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one.